Welcome to session number 7 of chapter number 10, light reflection and refraction. And after long back, I am starting this session after a long break. So let us recollect, let us discuss whatever the assignments I have given in session number 6. So let us start with that question. So first, if a ray of light goes from a rarer medium to denser medium, will it bend towards the normal or away from it? This is the first question. And the second one, if a ray of light goes from a denser medium to a rarer medium, will it bend towards the normal or away from the normal? And the third question is, what is meant by refraction of light? Draw a labeled ray diagram to show the refraction of light. सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन हम लोग पढ़े थे जब ग्लास लैब का एग्जांपल मैंने लिया था. सो इट विल ट्रैवल फ्रॉम एयर टू ग्लास. सो एयर हम लोग का रेयर मीडियम हो गया और ग्लास हम लोग का डेंसर मीडियम हो गया. सो इट विल बेंड्स टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल. सो द फर्स्ट आंसर इज इट विल बेंड्स टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल. एंड द सेकंड वन इज दैट जब ग्लास से बाहर जब आता है तो then it will travel from denser to rarer medium. So it will bend away from the normal. So second answer is it will bend away from the normal. And the third one, what is the mean by refraction? So refraction is nothing but it is the change in the direction of light when it passes from one medium to another obliquely. It is called a refraction of light. So draw a label diagram to show the refraction of light. So let us see this diagram. Here, see, if a light is incident on this point, then it bends. This is the straight path. So what will happen? It will bends towards the normal. So जो लाइट का जो स्पीड जो डायरेक्शन था वो यहाँ पे चेंज हो गया. So this phenomena is called this process is called refraction of light. So now let us move towards the next question. Draw a labeled ray diagram to show how a ray of light is refracted when it passes from air into an optically denser medium. So ये वही example है जो मैंने अभी बताया था. So you can take an example of glass lab. So जब glass lab में जब air से glass में जब enter करेगा light, so it will bend towards the normal. Then denser medium into air. So उसका रिवर्स ले सकते हैं हम लोग. जब एंटर करने के बाद ग्लास स्लैब में जब बाहर निकलेगा तब का ये कंडीशन है. सो लेट अस see when a ray of light goes from a rarer medium to a denser medium, it bends towards the normal at the point of incident. Okay, and let us see the diagram. Same अभी जो example जो मैंने दिया था वही है. So this is the incident ray और यहाँ पर ये इसका straight path है. Now it will bends towards the normal. Okay. Next, when a ray light goes from denser medium to a rarer medium, it bends away from the normal at the point of incident. So take an example. सेम डायग्राम मैं सिमिलर कंडीशन में ले रहा हूँ. जब ग्लास स्लैब से बाहर जब निकलेगा, सो ये यहाँ पे इंसिडेंट हुआ. दिस इज द पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्ट इंसिडेंट और दिस इज द स्ट्रेट लाइन. बट ये क्या हो रहा है अभी यहाँ पे? इट विल बेंड अवे फ्रॉम द नॉर्मल. सो यहाँ से निकल गया. ओके. So this is the labeled ray diagram to show how ray of light is refracted when it passes from rarer to denser medium and denser to rarer medium. So now we'll move to number 5. State and explain the laws of refraction of light with the help of a labeled diagram. So the refraction of light on going from one medium to another takes place according to the two laws which are known as the laws of refraction of light. The first one is that points of incident. This is the point of incident and incident ray normal all are on the same plane. So this is the first point. ये already पिछले session में हम लोग देखे थे. And the second is that the ratio of the sine of these two angles is constant. The ratio of sine of angles of incident to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant. For the light of given color or for the given pair of media. This law is also known as Snell's law of refraction. The detail we have already studied in the previous session, and this constant is known as refractive index. This constant value is called the refractive index of the second medium with respect to the first. So now let us move toward the question number 6. The refractive index of glass is 1.5. Calculate the speed of the light in the glass. The speed of light in air is given 3.0 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So हम लोग पिछले सेशन में पढ़े थे फार्मूला. So this is the formula: refractive index of glass is equals to speed of light in air upon speed of light in glass, and this is given 1.5, and this is also given 3 into 10 to the power 8. Now we'll substitute on solve. इन दोनों को इंटरचेंज कर देंगे तो ये वाला नीचे आ जाएगा 1.5 और 3 by 1.5 is 2. So we'll get 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, right? Now the 7th question and the 8th question, I think these two are last questions. The speed of light in water is 2.25 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. If the speed of light in vacuum be 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, calculate the speed refractive index of water. So refractive index of water, अभी देखे तो हम लोग speed of the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to the ratio of speed of light in water. So 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 2.25 into 10 to the power 8. This will be approximately 1.33. Now next question. The light enters from air into diamond, which has a refractive index of 2.42. Calculate the speed of light in diamond. The speed of light in air is 3.0 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So refractive index is given, and we know that the refractive index of diamond will be equals to the speed of the light in air upon speed of the light in diamond. So this is the by definition. So we'll substitute the value of this is 2.42, और इसका वैल्यू दिया हुआ है क्वेश्चन में 3.0 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and we have to calculate this. तो ये हो जाएगा 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 2.42. So that will be equals to 1.238 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So these are the assignment questions what I have given in the session number 6. Now today we are going to start the new section, that is the reflection of light by spherical. So refraction of light by spherical lenses. So we have all seen a palmist using a lens called magnifying glass for seeing the details of the lines of a person's palm. Palm में जो lines show है उसके लिए magnifying glass लेते हैं, use करता है. And a watchmaker also uses a lens, क्योंकि वॉच में जो छोटे छोटे जो parts होते हैं. So watchmaker also uses a lens to see the extremely small parts of a watch clearly. So in fact, lens plays a very important role in our everyday life, and let us see the two types of lens which we are going to study. A lens is a piece of transparent glass bound by two spherical surfaces. Okay, and there are two types of lenses. One is convex lens and other is concave lens. Now what is convex lens and what is concave lens, that we are going to see. So सबसे पहले हम लोग convex lens की बात कर लें. So this is a convex lens. It is thick at center. Center में थोड़ा से thick रहता है, and thinner at the edges. और इसका जो reverse होता है, center में thin होता है और edge में thicker होता है. So that will be a concave lens. So this is a convex lens, and a concave lens is thick at the center but thinner at the edges. बीच में जो सेंटर में थोड़ा मोटा रहता है, थिक मतलब थोड़ा मोटा और thin मतलब पतला. Next, the adjoining figure shows a convex lens in which two surfaces. This is the first surface A, and this is the second surface B. Okay, these are convex or bulging out at the center. Now the Next one is concave lens, and it is I told you that it is thin in the middle and thicker at the edges, right? So the adjoining figure shows a concave lens in which the two surfaces C and D are concave or bent inward अंदर की तरफ. Okay. Now we'll see the next topic, that is terms related to spherical lens. So this is a very good important section. So this is the figure of convex lens and concave lens. ये जो है ये principal axis है, and this is क्योंकि यहाँ पे दो surface है इसका, तो इसलिए हम लोग के पास इसमें दो फोकस रहेंगे. दिस इज द फर्स्ट फोकस, दिस इज द सेकंड फोकस. सेम फॉर कॉन्केव आल्सो, एंड दिस इज द optical center. So first we'll start with principal axis. The principal axis is the line which runs horizontally straight through the optical center of the lens. It is also sometimes called the optic axis. This one. This is the principal axis of concave lens, and this is the principal axis of concave lens. In other words, an imaginary straight line passing through the two centers of the curvature of the lens is called its principal axis. First center इस तरफ रहेगा and second center इसका right side में रहेगा. Okay, and the next topic is optical center. The optical center O of a convex lens. See, optical lens center जो है किसी किसी में O से denote किया है, किसी में C से भी denote किया है. So you should not confuse with the notation. Okay, so it is the usually the center point of the lens that you have to keep in your mind. The direction of all the light rays which passes through the optical center remains unchanged. बिना डाइवर्ट हुए सीधी निकल जाती है लाइन जब भी हम लोग ऑप्टिकल सेंटर से लाइट पास करेंगे तो, राइट. नेक्स्ट, सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर. A lens has two spherical surface. This is the first surface, this is the second surface. So दोनों का जो surface है, दोनों का surface के centers होंगे, तो उसको centers of curvature of the lens बोलते हैं, right? Next one is the next point is the center of curvature of a lens is usually represented by the letter C. Since there are two centers of curvature, we may represent them as C1 and C2. Okay, and the next topic is aperture. Aperture is the effective diameter of the circular outline of a spherical lens is called its aperture. Next, lenses whose aperture is much less than its radius of curvature are called thin lenses with small aperture. Now we'll move towards the principal focus and focal length of a convex lens. उसके बाद next concave lens के बारे में देखेंगे. So suppose a parallel beam of light falls on a convex lens. Okay, see this figure. Parallel rays of light falls on a convex lens. These rays are parallel to one another and also parallel to axis of the lens, that is principal axis also. The incident ray pass through the convex lens and get refracted, bend according to the laws of refraction. All the rays are passing through the convex lens and converge at the same point, that is F2. Focus. Converge मतलब आके एक तरफ मिलना, डाइवर्ज फैल जाना, ठीक है, बाहर की तरफ निकल जाना, डाइवर्ट हो जाना बोलते हैं, राइट. सो that is why this is also known as converging lens. Convex lens is also known as converging lens, क्योंकि जब parallel light of beam हम लोग इंसिडेंट करते हैं तो वो एक पॉइंट पे जाके मिल जाता है, कन्वर्ज हो जाता है, राइट. सो the principal focus of a convex lens is a point on its principal axis to which light rays parallel to the principal axis converge after passing through the lens. So this point is called principal focus. Okay. The two foci of a lens are at an equal distance from the optical center, one on either side of the lens. एक right side में this is f2 and this is the left side f1. Okay. The two foci of a lens are usually denoted by the letters f1 and f2. Since all the light rays actually pass through the focus of a convex lens, therefore a convex lens has real focus. रियल फोकस, क्योंकि वो सारे जो पैरेलल रेज है रिफ्रैक्ट होके वो एक पॉइंट पे आके मिल रहे हैं, एक्चुअली मिल रहे हैं, तो इसलिए वो रियल फोकस है। तो यहाँ पे हम लोग को एक चीज ध्यान देने की बात है कि वहां पे हम लोग को रियल फोकस लेफ्ट साइड में मिल रहा था, कहाँ पे, मिरर में, और यहाँ पे हम लोग को राइट साइड में मिलेगा। सो सारे रियल इमेज राइट साइड में रहेंगे, सारे वर्चुअल इमेज लेफ्ट साइड में रहेंगे लेंस के मामले में। Okay, in the case of lens, while in the mirror what we are getting, on the left side we are getting a real image, right side we are getting virtual image, so ulta mil raha hai yahan pe. Okay, so now next, the focal length of a lens is the distance between optical center and the principal focus. So yahan pe jo CF2 hai aur CF1 hai, this is the focal length. Okay, a convex lens is also known as converging lens, just now I told you, because it converges converges means it brings to a point a parallel beam of light rays passing through it. Okay, जितने भी lights pass हो रहे हैं उसको एक point पे लेके आ रहा है, converge कर रहा है. So that is why it is known as converging lens. Now we'll move towards the next section, principal focus and principal focal length of a concave lens. So एक diagram बना लेते हैं. So see, यहाँ पे जो पैरेलल रेज हम लोग जो इंसिडेंट कर रहे हैं, सो व्हाट वी आर गेटिंग एक्चुअली व्हेन इट विल द पैरेलल रेज फॉल ऑन दिस कॉन्केव लेंस, ऑल द लाइट रेज आर डाइवर्जिंग, लाइट रेज आर स्प्रेडिंग आउट, बाहर निकल जा रहा है, बट वो ऐसा अपीयर हो रहा है कि इस पॉइंट से आके जा रहा है. सो दैट दिस इज द प्रिंसिपल फोकस ऑफ कॉन्केव लेंस, right? But it is not actually meeting at that point, so that is why it is called virtual focus. Concave lens has virtual focus. So let us see the focus. Principal focus of a concave lens is a point on its principal axis from which light rays originally parallel to the axis appear, not actually appear to diverge after passing through the concave lens. Since the light rays do not actually pass through the focus of a concave lens has a virtual focus. अगर वो actually meet कर रहा है तो real focus, जो कि हम लोग को convex lens में मिला था. Now a concave lens is also known as diverging lens. क्यों? क्योंकि light सारे parallel beams of light को spread कर दिया, diverge कर दिया. So that is why it is also known as diverging lens. Now let us start with the rules for obtaining images formed by convex lens. जो rules हम लोग जो mirror में पढ़े थे, कुछ मिलता जुलता rules यहाँ पर भी है. So let us start with the first rule. तो अगर हम लोग parallel rays incident करते हैं, when the ray of light incident parallel to the principal axis, see incident हो गया. So after refracted, it will pass through focus, right? So rule number 1 says a rays of light which is parallel to the principal axis of a convex lens passes through its focus after refraction through the lens. This is the first rule. जैसा हम लोग मिरर में भी जितने भी रूल्स है उसमें से कोई 2 रूल फॉलो कर रहे थे इमेज के लिए, यहाँ पर भी वैसे ही हम लोग करेंगे. नाउ लेट अस मूव टुवर्ड द सेकंड रूल. दिस इज द सेकंड रूल. इफ ए लाइट इज पासिंग थ्रू द ऑप्टिकल सेंटर, अभी देखो यहाँ पे C से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, तो C और कहीं कहीं O से भी रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं हम लोग. सो एक्चुअली O से O ज़्यादा यूज होता है. सो इट विल पास थ्रू without refraction, straight. Okay, so rule number 2 says that a ray of light passing through the optical center of a convex lens goes straight after refraction through the lens. It does not get deviated or bent. So this is the second rule. Now let us move towards the third rule. So third rule में अगर हम लोग फोकस से कोई लाइन पास करते हैं, if if you pass through the focus. So after refraction, it will becomes parallel to the principal axis. Okay. So what rule says that? This is the third rule. A ray of light passing through the focus of a convex lens becomes parallel to its principal axis after refraction through the lens. This rule is just the reverse case of the first rule. फर्स्ट रूल में क्या था, हम लोग पैरेलल इंसिडेंट करते हैं तो फोकस से पास हो रहा था. अभी अगर हम लोग फोकस से पास करेंगे तो वो रिफ्रैक्ट होके पैरेलल चला जाएगा. राइट. सो नाउ विल मूव the next very important section, formation of different types of images by a convex lens. So the types of image formed by a convex lens depend on the position of the object in the front of the lens. तो हम लोग कितने प्लेस में रख सकते हैं. So we can place the object at different position or distances from a convex lens to get different types of images. So we can place the object. Number one, see this figure. यहाँ पे रख सकते हैं, इन दोनों के बीच में रख सकते हैं, इन दोनों के बीच में रख सकते हैं, F1 पे रख सकते हैं, 2F1 पे रख सकते हैं. So we have possibilities of first between optical center and F1. This is the first one, इन दोनों के बीच में. Second one at the focus. Second. Third, between F1 and 2F1, in between these two. And the fourth one at 2F2. And the fifth one beyond 2F1. And the last one infinity. So these are the 6 possibilities where we can place the objects. So एक हम लोग place देखेंगे. So we'll start with the first case. When the object is placed between optical center and focus, that is between C and F1. Okay. So optical center यहाँ पे O से मैंने डिनोट किया है. So O से भी डिनोट कर सकते हैं, C से भी डिनोट कर सकते हैं. So यहाँ पे जो इमेज जो रखे हैं वो O और F1 के बीच में है. So now we are going to use the first rule, the second rule, that when it incidents through the optical center, it will go straight. This is the first rule. And second rule था ये. First rule क्या था, जब हम लोग parallel incident करेंगे तो वो focus से जाएगा. So this is the parallel incident, then it will pass through the focus, right? और इसको अगर हम लोग extend करेंगे तो इसको extend करेंगे और इसको extend करेंगे. So both will intersect at point A dash, and A dash or B dash is the required image. So यहाँ पे actual intersection नहीं हो रहा है, यहाँ पे actual intersection नहीं हो रहा है. So that is why this is virtual image. And starting में मैंने बता चुका था, that is the left side image is virtual and right side image will be, ठीक है, left side जितने भी image मिलेंगे that is virtual image, and right side रियल इमेज, जो कि मिरर में रिवर्स था, उल्टा था. ओके. सो अभी यहाँ पे इमेज कैसा मिल रहा है और कहाँ मिल रहा है, दैट वी विल सी. व्हेन द ऑब्जेक्ट इज प्लेस्ड विद इन द फोकस ऑफ ए कॉन्वेक्स लेंस, द इमेज फॉर्म्ड इज बिहाइंड द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड ऑफ द लेंस, वर्चुअल एंड इरेक्ट एंड लार्जर देन द ऑब्जेक्ट, दैट इज एनलार्ज्ड और वी कैन से मैग्नीफाइड. ओके. अब सेकंड F1 पे रखेंगे हम लोग. When the object is at F1. C. So we'll use the second rule. ये optical center से पास किए हैं, straight चला गया, फिर parallel. After when we incident parallel, then it will after refraction it will go through focus. Right? तो ये बिल्कुल parallel है. अगर हम लोग इसको पीछे अगर extend भी करेंगे तो it will go parallel only, it will never intersect. So when an object placed at the focus of a convex lens, the image formed is at infinity. और क्योंकि ये right side में मिल रहा है हम लोग को, इसलिए वो real है, और नीचे तरफ मिल रहा है इसलिए वो inverted है, और क्योंकि infinity पे मिल रहा है इसलिए highly enlarged. So this is the second case. And the third case, when the object is between F1 and 2F1. सो f1 और 2f1 के बीच में रखे हैं. सो विल यूज द सेम रूल, दैट इज ऑप्टिकल सेंटर वाला पहले ले लिए. उसके बाद फिर पैरेलल इंसिडेंट किए. आफ्टर इंसिडेंट पैरेलल, देन इट विल गो through the focus. So it is actually intersect at point A, right? So A dash B dash, A dash पे intersect किया है. So A dash B dash is the required image. Okay. So क्योंकि ये right side में मिल रहा है और उल्टा मिल रहा है, इसलिए real and inverted है और actually intersect हो रहा है. दूसरी बात, the object, the image size is greater than the object size. So, and it is obtained at beyond 2f2. So position image formed is beyond 2f2, real and inverted, larger than the object or magnified. This is the third case. Fourth case, 2f1 when the object is at 2f1. So पहला हम लोग तो वही लेंगे, optical center वाला straight, then again parallel incident किए. It will pass through focus, intersecting at A dash B. So A dash B dash is the required image. So almost the size of the image is equal to, not almost, exactly equal to the object, and it is obtained at 2f2. अब क्योंकि actually intersect हुआ है और right side में मिल रहा है, inverted है, real and inverted. So image formed is at a distance 2f, that is at 2f2 on the other side of the lens, real and inverted, of the same size as the object. Now we'll move towards case number 5. Case number 5, beyond 2f1. तो 2f1 में beyond 2f1 के बाहर रख दिए. So this is the object distance. यहाँ से हम लोग first incident करेंगे through optical center. It will go straight, then we'll pass parallel to the principal axis, incident parallel to the principal axis. After the refraction, it will pass through focus. So यहाँ पे मिला है A dash B dash is the required image. छोटा मिला है object से और between f2 and 2f2. So our conclusion, और right side में मिला है actually intersect हो रहा है real और inverted. So image formed is between f and 2f on the other side of the lens, real and inverted, smaller than the object or diminished. Now the last case, case number 6, when the object is at infinity. So infinity मतलब वहां बाहर से आ रहा है, दूर से आ रहा है. So यहाँ से आ रहा है तो straight चला गया एक तो, और दूसरा पैरेलल जो दूसरा वाला जो पैरेलल है वो हम लोग यहाँ पे ले रहे हैं. सो उसके बाद वो यहाँ से रिफ्रैक्ट होके चला गया, तो हम लोग को इमेज यहाँ पे मिल रहा है. वी कैन टेक दैट एग्जांपल आल्सो, पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस आल्सो वी कैन टेक. सो प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस से अगर पैरेलल वो जा रहा है तो आफ्टर रिफ्रैक्शन इट विल इंटरसेक्ट एट f2. सो दैट आल्सो वी कैन टेक, दिस आल्सो वी कैन टेक. सो इंफिनिटी से आ रहा है, दैट मीन्स ऑब्जेक्ट इज वेरी लार्ज and we are getting small image, so diminished image. So the image formed is at the focus, real and inverted, much smaller than the object or highly diminished. So this is the last case. Now we'll move towards the formation of images for concave. ये summary है, summary of the images formed by the convex lens. So ये पूरे 6 केसेस हैं हम लोग जो अभी एक एक करके जो डिस्कस किए थे सीरियल नंबर वाइज. दिस इज नॉट इन द ऑर्डर ऑफ द आवर टेक्स्ट बुक. ये जो मैं पोजीशन है, पोजीशन के हिसाब से लिया हूँ. सेंटर और एफ के बीच में, फिर एफ पे, फिर एफ और 2f के बीच में, फिर 2f पे, और बियॉन्ड 2f देन इन्फिनिटी. सो उस हिसाब से हमने पोजीशन लिया है. सो यू कैन टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट, यू कैन नोट डाउन आल्सो. सो नाउ विल मूव टुवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट सेक्शन, uses of convex lens. So convex lens are used in spectacles to correct the defect of vision called hypermetropia or long sightedness. So मैं जो specs पे ना वो भी convex lens है. Convex lens is used for making a simple camera. Convex lens is used as a magnifying glass or magnifying lens by palmists, watchmakers, etc. जो मैंने starting में जो मैंने example बताया था. Convex lenses are used in making microscopes, telescopes, and slide projectors or film projectors. Now we'll move towards the next section, formation of different types of images by a concave lens. So यहाँ पे केवल दो केस है हम लोग का concave lens में. So when the object is placed between optical center and infinity, see the diagram. This is the optical center and infinity means बाहर कहीं पर भी ले लिए हम लोग. So when we incident through optical center, it will go straight without any refraction, and when we incident parallel, it will diverge and appears to be coming from f1. So ये diverge हो गया and it appears to be coming from f1. So यहाँ पे हम लोग का intersection हो रहा है but not actually, right? So this is the image और left side मिल रहा है इसलिए virtual image छोटा मिल रहा है. So our conclusion, between optical center and focus f1, virtual and erect and diminished smaller than the object. Now more is there when the object is at infinity from a concave lens. So infinity means parallel beams मैं यहाँ पे ले रहा हूँ. So after incident parallel it will diverge, one more parallel line, again one more diverge. So यहाँ पे f1 से आते हुए लग रहा है और ये भी f1 से आते हुए लग रहा है. Both are intersect at point f1, not actually, but it appears to be intersect at f1. So यहाँ पे point form में मिल रहा है. कहाँ पे मिल रहा है और कहाँ पे मिल रहा है f1 में. So when the object is at infinity from a concave lens, the image formed at a focus f1, virtual and erect. क्योंकि virtual है इसलिए हम लोग erect बोलेंगे. Highly diminished or much smaller than the object. So now we'll move towards the next section, that is summary of the images formed by a concave lens. This is also according to our just now what I told you right now. Now how to distinguish between a convex lens and a concave lens without touching them. So we keep the lens close to the page of a book and see the image of the writing of the book through it. अगर हम लोग को वो बहुत बड़ा दिख रहा है तो it is a convex lens. If the letters appears diminished, छोटा दिख रहा है तो it is a concave lens. Without looking that we can identify whether it is a convex lens or concave lens. क्योंकि हम लोग को as it is straight, virtual और straight दिख रहा है, erect दिख रहा है, तो वर्चुअल हम लोग को कॉन्केव में भी मिल रहा है, कॉन्वेक्स में भी मिल रहा है, बट कॉन्वेक्स में बड़ा मिल रहा है, कॉन्केव में हमेशा छोटा मिल रहा है. तो अगर लेटर्स हम लोग को एनलार्ज बड़ा मिल रहा है तो दैट मींस इट इज अ कॉन्वेक्स लेंस. छोटा मिल रहा है तो कॉन्केव लेंस. This is due to the fact that when an object is within the focus of a convex lens, it produces an enlarged virtual image. But a concave lens produces a diminished image for all the positions of the object. So in this case, the object, the book has been placed within the focus of the lens. Okay. Now the next is uses of concave lens. So first use, अभी जैसे लॉन्ग साइटेड के लिए कॉन्वेक्स लेंस यूज कर रहे थे, तो शॉर्ट साइटेड के लिए विल यूज कॉन्केव लेंस इन स्पेक्टिकल्स टू करेक्ट द डिफेक्ट ऑफ द विजन, which is called myopia. Next, concave lens is used as eye lens in Galilean telescope. The third one, concave lens are used in the combination of convex lens to make high quality lens systems for optical instruments. The last one, concave lens is used in wide angle spy hole in doors. जो doors में जो हम लोग जो लगा के देखते हैं, that concave lens is used in that. So next section, assignment section. So all 8 questions are there. So this is the last section of today's session, and in the next session we'll discuss all these assignment questions. Very shortly I will upload And that's all for today's session. Thank you very much.